This video was made possible by a grant from Vaccinate All 58. I know there are lots of reasons why people might be unsure of even how or whether to get vaccinated, but vaccines can really be a great way to keep yourself and your loved ones safe. And if you're looking for more information or want to set up an appointment, you can visit them at myturn.ca.gov or you can call them at 833-422-4255. I hope everybody's staying safe out there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Until next time.
Hi, everyone. My name is Trish Soisu, and I am here starting this very new podcast. It is called Pandemic Tales. This program is being brought to you by the Vaccinate All 58 program and the myturn.ca.gov website, where you can go for more information on COVID, updated information, and also to find out where to get your vaccine and your booster shots and make appointments. I am here with Shaana, and we are sharing stories about the pandemic tales. That's what we're doing. So hi, Shaana. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Great. You know, when I've spoken to you in the past, you shared some stories of how you survived the pandemic. I know every one of us had that. And you had some very specific experience related to being a healthcare provider and also serving others during the pandemic. So I wonder if there are a couple of stories that you would like to share, one or two, about during the pandemic.
Well, I wanted to say first and foremost, it's a pleasure to be on your show today, and thank you for having me.
My very first.
I'm so proud of you. And thank you for choosing me. I appreciate you. I'm gonna say it was very difficult in the beginning of COVID, mainly because we as a nation didn't really understand what it was and how it affected us, and we didn't have anything to guard ourselves against it. So it was a lot of people concerned about, like, later on after, especially because there were so many fatalities worldwide, and then having to worldwide was shut down. So that was a different thing that we were accustomed to. It was very difficult, I will say, for persons to believe in the vaccination because of just the political changes of one person saying it is okay, this one saying it's not real, it's not. So it actually did affect persons individually who did not choose to want to get vaccinated once the vaccine was, available. And I unfortunately, saw some persons as a care provider fatally lose their lives because they made a decision not to get vaccinated. And then I've seen persons that actually got vaccinated and they got COVID, but they were actually covered with the vaccination. So the most vivid one that I can remember was having to tell persons, when in my workplace, that they weren't into the medical field. So me as a medical professional telling someone who didn't know anything about, I don't know, like medical, procedures, to tell them, you really need to protect yourself in this time, because if you don't, then you can not only get sick, but you can get others sick also. So that was my story. I don't know if you have any stories. Did you have anything?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I want to ask you, did you have like any?
I got COVID.
Yes.
The first time I found out, it was not bad, but it was because I had gone to a mega event. I think that's what they call them.
Yes, they do. Super
over 100,000 people. Probably
Super.
10 million people at that event.
Wow. Okay.
No, no.
They said over 30 people was too much at the time, right?
Well, this was This was a convention center exposition in San Diego based on comics. I won't say
Wow.
which one.
Oh, I love it. I
Sorry.
love
And then,
it. I love it. I love
and
it.
so I got boosted before I went down.
Yes.
Lo and behold, I got it, but luckily I didn't get it very badly.
Right.
So I account to the fact that I was boosted before I went down. I give that credit
Yes.
for not getting me
Yes.
too badly sick.
Yes.
And I am very thankful for not having been so sick. I quarantined for 5 days.
Mhm.
You know, I had to look it up because it changed
Yes.
from 2 weeks to 5
With
days. I was
boosters, it's 5.
thankful.
If you're not vaccinated, it's 14.
And do you know about me? For me to be quarantined for 5 days, it feels like a year. So,
Right. Right. Exactly.
but I survived.
Yes.
Yay!
And I'm going to say another tale for me as a nurse. I had, clients that had they contracted COVID, vaccinated and boosted, and then they had some that hadn't, and I guess the ones that hadn't received their vaccinations were kind of upset because they were quarantined longer and they had to suffer longer than those that got, the booster vaccination. They were 5 days, they would actually feel better. The first 2 days, they were just, I don't want to have any food or water. But then on the 4th day, they were up and running. But the ones that hadn't been vaccinated and, they were down for a while, and then as soon as they got better, they're like, can you please make sure that we get vaccinated before I go out, So yes.
Yeah. So this has been great talking to you, Shanna. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to many more conversations in the future about many different topics because we're very synergistic, you and I.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. And I appreciate you. You have a wonderful one.
Okay. So we'll stop recording now. And
This video was made possible by a grant from Vaccinate All 58. I know there are lots of reasons why people might be unsure of even how or whether to get vaccinated, but vaccines can really be a great way to keep yourself and your loved ones safe. And if you're looking for more information or want to set up an appointment, you can visit them at myturn.ca.gov or you can call them at 833-422-4255. I hope everybody's staying safe out there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Until next time. This video was made possible by a grant from Vaccinate All 58.